pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The Greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps. Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
We shouldn't even be here, or siding with the orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun. The Tree of Life is the heart of our night elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold. Wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors.
Let's get going.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills.
I await your command.
I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops. The goddess calls. The goddess calls.
We are preparing to leave this place, priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, priestess. We will reward you when you return.
I heed the voice of Elun. To train more troops, construct an ancient of war.
More lumber is required. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. The goddess calls. By Elun. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds?
More lumber is required. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
More lumber is required. We can't build there.
I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. Immediately, as the goddess wills. Immediately, by Elun.
Create more moonlight.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
Create more moonwells.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Your
Someone
building is
threatens the wild.
complete. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Your building is
Someone
complete.
threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our warriors have
building is
engaged
voice
the
of
enemy.
The goddess calls. As the
I
goddess
stand
wills.
ready.
So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
Your move. Point the way. Done.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elun.
I stand ready.
Induli Rathad. I heed the voice
I'm
of
listening.
Elun.
I await your command. Let's get going.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I'm listening. Your
By
building
I
is
stand
complete.
ready.
We can't build there. We can't build there.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately.
On your mark. All too easy.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
I await your command.
The goddess
Point
calls.
the way. I stand
I
ready.
heed the voice of
Let's
Elun.
get going.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you. Fair enough.
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
By Elun. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Point the way.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. We can't build there.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. So
Our
be it.
warriors have engaged the
I
enemy.
stand ready.
Goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Our
I heed the
warriors
voice
have
of
engaged
Elune.
the
Await your
enemy.
command. Excellent.
I stand ready. On your mark. Say no more.
Insufficient gold.
Waiting on you.
I'm listening.
Point the way. Your move. Fair enough.
This one's
Oh, too easy.
I heed the voice of
Point the way.
Elune.
Say no more. I stand ready. Done.
Your
I'm
building is
listening.
complete.
On your
Your
mark.
building is complete.
Oh, too easy.
Your building is complete.
Fair enough. Say no more. Waiting on you. Done. Fair enough. Point the way. I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
Immediately. So be it.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild. By Elune.
Your move. Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the
On
wild.
your mark.
The
Done.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is
Ashrathoraman.
complete.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
Bandu Thoribas mortals, you will pay for defiling these lands. Ashrathoraman.
I'm listening. Absolutely.
Your move. Oh, too easy. Say no more. Waiting on you. Oh, too easy.
Your building is complete.
Point the way.
Your building is complete.
Fair enough. On your mark.
The goddess calls.
Your move. Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
Let's get going. No problem. No problem.
The goddess calls.
I await
I
your
heed
command.
the voice of Elune.
I'm listening.
Someone
Our
threatens the
Let's get
warriors
going.
have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Let's get going.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman.
I await your command.
The goddess calls.
I'm listening.
I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move. Done. Oh, too easy. Point the way.
I await your command.
On your mark. Your move. I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. Immediately.
Our
the
warriors have
goddess
engaged
On your
the
mark.
enemy.
Someone threatens
Let's
the
get
wild.
going.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
I'm listening.
So be it. Someone threatens the wilds.
Let's get going.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman,
I stand ready.
the goddess calls. By Elun. Ashrathoraman,
Your move went the way. Waiting on you.
the goddess calls.
On your mark. I stand ready.
I heed the voice of
Waiting
Elun.
on you.
I await your command.
I heed the voice of
Your
Elun.
move. On your mark.
Our
Point the
warriors
way.
have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
Your move. Done.
Ashrathoraman,
I stand ready.
the goddess calls.
I'm listening. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman,
I await your command.
I stand ready. Waiting
the
on
goddess
you.
calls.
Fair enough.
I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman,
Waiting on you. Waiting on you.
someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
Mark.
The goddess calls.
I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elun. The goddess calls.
Point the way. I stand ready. Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark. Say no more.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Waiting on you. All
The
too
goddess
easy.
calls. Immediately.
I stand ready.
Many thanks, priestess. Now we can evacuate the village. Please accept the aid of our champion. He will protect your life with his own.
Your offer is a generous one. May Elun light your path to safety,
Ready.
as the goddess wills.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. By Elun.
Your move.
I heed the voice of
Waiting
Elun.
on you.
Someone threatens the
I
wild.
stand ready.
Our warriors have
Waiting on
engaged the
Ashrathoraman.
enemy.
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
Helen, save us. The dead advance in waves.
We are no match for a force this fast. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees.
Make sure to charge to me.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimonde, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimonde, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us.
Fools! You let her slip away! Find her, damn you! Find her and kill her!
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost. The goddess calls. So be it.
These damn Night Elves cannot escape us. Lord Archimonde wants them found!
By Elune. I must avoid being seen.
Lord Archimonde wishes us to corrupt this forest, and we shall.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
In the name of Cenarius,
Anudora!
So be it. Immediately. So be it.
Our allies' town
In the
needs
name
help.
of Cenarius!
The goddess calls.
For Kalimdor!
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. By Elun. So be it. By Elun. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Alunadore, priestess. We are yours to command.
I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds? The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them.
Anudora!
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora! In the name of Cenarius! For Kalimdor!
The goddess calls. By Elun. I heed the voice of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds?
Inventory is full.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure. It might prove useful to me. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess
Away.
wills.
Fair enough. Say no more. Done. All too easy.
I heed the voice of Elun. Immediately. By Elun. Immediately. So be it.
Waiting on you. All too easy. Done. Fair enough. Point the way.
Someone threatens
On
the
your
wild.
mark. Say no more. Fair
The
enough.
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have
By
engaged
Elun.
the enemy.
By Elun. So be it.
Alunadore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
So be it. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
I am
I heed the
sworn to
voice of
avenge.
Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Done. Your move.
Make it fast.
Waiting on you.
Catch.
Your move. Waiting on you. All too easy. Point the way.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Immediately. Into the river.
In the name of Cenarius.
So be it. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
Your move. Say no more.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
In
The
position.
goddess calls.
Speak your mind. Standing guard.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Inventory is full.
Ashrathoraman. As the
I am
goddess
sworn
wills.
to avenge.
The goddess calls.
In position.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Your shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
Immediately.
Speak your mind. Make it fast. I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
Anudora. Inventory is full.
So be it. Ashrathoraman, I must reach the river before the dawn breaks. I cannot remain hidden during the day.
Ambush! Run for your lives! We'll regroup in the clearing ahead!
Inventory is full. Anudora. Okalandor.
Someone threatens the wild. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Thandu Dath Balore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande.
Standing guard.
Point the way.
Ashra Thoraman.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. Ashra
Your
Thoraman.
move.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Ashra
In
Thoraman.
position. Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Ashra Thoraman.
Point the way.
Ashra Thoraman.
Point the way. Your move.
The goddess
Waiting
calls.
on you.
Speak your mind.
Ashra Thoraman.
In position. My wait is over. Standing guard. I shall not fear.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way.
Ashra Thoraman.
Make it fast. Absolutely.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wild.
Speak your mind. As
The
the
goddess
goddess
calls.
wills. Inventory is full.
By Elune. The dawn has come. I can no longer rely upon Elune's power to keep me hidden.
Make it fast.
So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman.
Point the way. On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have
Someone
engaged the
threatens the
enemy.
wild.
In position.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Make it fast.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashra Thoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Point the way.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the
Waiting
voice
on
of
you.
Elune. I heed the
In
voice of
position.
Elune.
I walk in shadow. I am sworn to avenge.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. Ashra Thoraman.
Standing
The
guard.
goddess calls.
Point the way.
As the goddess
Ashra
wills.
Thoraman.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
In position.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you. Say no more.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
In position.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. I sworn
Someone
revenge.
threatens the wild.
Absolutely. I shall not
I heed
fear.
the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Standing
I
guard.
heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind. In the name of Cenarius.
By Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
I heed the
Point the
voice
way.
of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. Your move.
The goddess calls.
Your move. Point the way.
Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way. Done.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Point the way. Waiting on
Ashrathoraman.
you.
The goddess
On
calls.
your mark.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
The goddess calls.
Tyrande, praise Elune, you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudaldiev Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the druids. With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the druids from their slumber.
But, Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Charonda, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
there is one druid sleeping within them, sister. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awakened...
Let us make haste, my sisters. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
What is nature's call?
Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it.
More lumber is required.
As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. By Elune.
Are we being invaded?
Standing guard. I walk in shadow.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. I heed the voice of Elune.
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
For the trees.
Make it fast.
Hi! Is there trouble?
As the
Are
goddess
we being
wills.
invaded? What is nature's call?
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the
Our
wilds.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Loktarogar! For what she throw!
So be
Speak your
it.
mind. I shall not fear.
The goddess calls.
In position. I
Your
walk in
building is
shadow.
complete.
Is there trouble? Hi! Are we being invaded? Making trails.
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills.
Research finished.
I stand ready.
So be it. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
By Elune.
Your building is complete.
So be it. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
I I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds. Anudora!
What is nature's call?
Ashrathorama.
Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Inventory
The
is
goddess
full.
calls.
Hello.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
We can't build them. Upgrade finished.
Someone threatens the wilds.
All too easy.
I
stand ready.
Revenge. We can't build them.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble? Absolutely being invaded? I'm game.
For the trees. Speak
What
your
is
mind.
nature's
I
call?
stand ready.
Absolutely.
The goddess calls.
In position.
I heed the voice of Elune.
In position.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready.
The goddess
Research
calls.
finished. Gladly.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you. On your mark.
Hi!
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble? I'm game.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Are we being invaded?
Someone
stand
What
threatens
is
the
ready.
wilds.
nature's call?
The goddess
Hi!
calls.
Is there trouble? Are we being invaded? What is nature's call?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Treant may not beat them.
Is there trouble?
Gladly.
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to revenge. Gladly.
Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call?
Create more minions.
I stand ready.
Are we being invaded?
Speak your mind. As the goddess wills.
Is there trouble? Are we being
Your
invaded?
mana is depleted. I am sworn to revenge. Standing guard.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Our warriors have engaged the
I
enemy.
heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
In position.
On your mark.
For the trees.
I
Create
stand
more
ready.
minions.
Hi! Priestess, the undead draw near the Barrow Den. Shondo Stormrage will be defenseless.
Point the way. Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Is there trouble?
Waiting on you. On your mark. Fair enough.
I heed the
Our
voice.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Are we being invaded?
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
Research finished.
Point the way.
Hi!
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
On your mark. Say no more.
Ashatoraman. By Elune.
I stand ready.
By Elune.
What is nature's call?
Speak your mind. My race
Someone
is over.
threatens the wild. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand
You
ready.
move. Immediately.
Are we being invaded?
I
What
heed
is
the
nature's
voice of
call?
Elune.
Point the way.
Is there trouble?
Waiting on you. Oh, too easy. Done.
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
I heed the
Hi.
voice of Elune.
Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
What is nature's call?
On your mark.
Is there trouble? Making
The goddess
trails.
calls.
Waiting on you. Fair enough.
Are we being invaded? I'm game. Making
Our
trails.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I stand ready. Point the way.
Is there trouble?
Your move. Say no more.
Hi! Gladly.
Create more
On your mark.
moon. The goddess calls.
I
Create
stand
more
ready.
moonwells.
What is nature's call?
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Hi! For the trees. What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the wild.
Is there trouble?
Fair enough. Point the way.
Our
All too
warriors have
easy.
engaged the enemy.
Done.
Hi!
Waiting
Ashatoraman.
on you. On your mark.
Someone threatens the
Waiting
wild.
on you.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Ashatoraman.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. I
I
heed the
stand
voice of
ready.
Elune. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
In the name of Cenarius.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready. Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Point the way. I stand ready. Waiting on you.
Our warriors
The
have
goddess
engaged the
calls.
enemy. I am sworn. Research finished.
Are we being invaded? Making trails. What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
By Elune.
On your
I heed
mark.
the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Feel nature's
Someone
wrath.
threatens the wilds.
Speak your mind. Is there trouble? Priestess, the undead have nearly reached the Barrow Den. You must hurry and recover the horn.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
I stand
None
ready.
shall
the
harm
voice
the
of
wilds.
Waiting on you.
The
I
goddess
stand
calls.
ready.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
What is nature's call?
I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. The
Are we
goddess
being
calls.
invaded?
Someone threatens the wild.
Hi!
Your move.
Hi.
I stand ready. Waiting on
Research finished.
you. I stand ready. Your move.
At last, the horn of Cenarius.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past. It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, my love. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned. Cenarius is dead, and Outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimond will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the druids. The druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimond and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimond and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elun. As the goddess wills, so be it. By Elun. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately, as the goddess wills.
Treant may not root there.
So be it. By Elun. By Elun. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodana.
As the
Our
goddess
warriors
wills.
have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elun.
Inventory is full.
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor, it shall be done.
Immediately. By Elun. So be it. Wait. I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all.
By Elun. As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
So be it.
Waiting on you. Walk away. Say no more.
Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
So be it.
Our gold mine is running low.
As the goddess wills.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens.
Something is
By
amiss.
Immediately. By Elun.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador! By Elun. So be it. O Kalimdor!
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
So be it.
Something is amiss.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my
Someone
senses?
cleans the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Ah, the great outdoors.
easy. Done. I stand ready.
Your building is complete.
Immediately.
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
Right away.
The great outdoors.
By Elune.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
Are we
Your
being
move.
invaded?
By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds?
The great outdoors.
Our gold
Immediately.
mine has collapsed.
What is nature's
Our sacred
call?
grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have
Is there
engaged
trouble?
the enemy.
Hi!
What threatens these
Your
lands?
building is complete.
Mark. Say no more. Fair enough. Point the way.
Treant may not
Waiting
be.
on you. Point the way.
Someone
I
threatens
stand
the
ready.
wilds?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
In position.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The great outdoors.
So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
I stand
By
ready.
Elune.
Waiting on you.
What is nature's call?
Make it fast. Our gold mine is running low.
Are we being invaded?
As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
Are we being invaded?
What threatens these lands? Hush the Rogalabum. It shall be done.
Okalamdor.
On your mark. Oh, too easy.
Standing guard.
On your mark.
Make it
You
fast.
changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago, I swore to protect this land. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
What is nature's call?
Waiting on you.
The great
there trouble?
outdoors. Hi!
Your move. Done.
What is nature's call?
I stand ready.
Are we being invaded? Are we being invaded? What is nature's call? Hi!
Is there trouble? Create more moonwells. We can't build there.
The great outdoors. What is nature's call?
Your building is complete. Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Waiting on you.
Are we being
Point
invaded?
the way. Say no more. Fair enough.
Is there trouble? Hi! What is
On your
nature's
mark.
call?
All too easy.
Are we being invaded? Are we being invaded? Hi!
Is there trouble?
What is nature's call?
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
Your move.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
What is nature's call?
Immediately.
Hi! Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Hi.
Your building is complete.
Are we being invaded?
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call? Is there trouble? Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call? Hi! Hi! Is there trouble? What is nature's call?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished.
The goddess
Cleanse these lands.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? Hi! What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? What is nature's call? Hi! Are we being invaded? Are we being invaded?
Standing guard.
The land and I are one.
I am sworn to avenge.
Is there trouble?
Our warriors have
Hi.
engaged the enemy.
What is
Research
nature's
finished.
call?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Are we being invaded?
Anudon.
What is nature's call? Hi! Is there trouble? Is there trouble? Hi! What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? What is nature's call?
Triumph may not beat them.
Are we being invaded? Is there trouble?
In position.
Waiting on you.
I shall not fear.
The
Are we
goddess
being
calls.
invaded? Is there trouble? Be careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead.
What is nature's
Your
call?
building is complete.
Hi!
Is there trouble?
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Hi! What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Is there trouble?
What is nature's call?
Make it fast.
Are we being invaded?
Our gold mine is running low. Is there trouble? Is there trouble?
Hi! Are we being invaded? What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call?
Is there trouble? Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
Are we being invaded? Hi!
Our warriors
Someone
have
threatens
engaged
the
the
wilds.
enemy. Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. As the
What
goddess
threatens
wills.
these lands?
By Elune.
The land
Is
and
there
I
trouble?
are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged
Someone
the
threatens
enemy.
the
Are we
wilds.
being invaded?
Gladly.
What is nature's call?
Is there trouble?
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? Hi! Are we being invaded? Hi! What is nature's call?
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is
What is
amiss.
nature's call?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Is there trouble? Our warriors
The
have
land
we
and
being
I are
invaded?
one.
Out away.
Hi!
Threatens these lands. Something is
Our
amiss.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
For Kalimdor,
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Is there trouble?
Hi! What is nature's call?
Our gold mine has
Our
collapsed.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Is there trouble?
Hi! Are we being invaded?
Our warriors
What is
have
nature's
engaged
call?
the enemy.
Are we being invaded?
I stand
Is there
ready.
trouble?
Hi! Hi! Are we being invaded?
Is there trouble?
The great
threatens these lands.
Our warriors have engaged the
It
enemy.
shall be.
What is nature's call?
I stand ready.
Is there trouble?
The land
What
and
is
I
nature's
are
call?
one.
Hi! being
I
invaded?
stand
Great
ready.
outdoors. Is there trouble? Hi! Are we being invaded? What is nature's call? Are we being
Our
invaded?
warriors have engaged the enemy.
I stand ready, waiting on you.
Hi!
Someone threatens the line.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Is there trouble? What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of
As
Elune.
sleep
Is there
dulled my
trouble?
senses.
What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
Something is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the
The
enemy.
land and I are one.
In position.
Hi! What is nature's call?
On your mark.
Are we being invaded?
Our warriors have
As
engaged the
sleep
enemy.
dulled my
Is there
senses.
trouble? Hi! Hi! For the trees. Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? What is nature's
Our
call?
warriors have engaged
Are we
the
being
enemy.
invaded?
No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place, and we shall.
Pathetic wretches. It pains me that you once called yourselves Night Elves. What threatens these lands?
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss.
What is nature's call? Hi!
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
Hi! Is there trouble? What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? What is
Our
nature's call?
warriors have engaged the
Are we
enemy.
being invaded?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Hi! What is nature's call?
As sleep dulled my senses.
Is there trouble?
What threatens these lands?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
The land and I are one.
Hi! Are we being invaded?
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Point the way.
Someone
Our
threatens the
warriors
line.
have
Something is
engaged the
amiss.
enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one. As sleep dulled my senses.
So be it. As the goddess wills.
Your building is complete.
Immediately.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
By Elune.
What is nature's call? Gladly.
The land and I are one.
Say no more.
By Elune. immediately. So be it. By Elune.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. So be it, as the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. Waiting on you, as the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something
The
is
goddess
amiss.
calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wild.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. Pathetic wretches.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Ashtherodamado. For Kalimdor.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora.
Your building is complete. Your building is complete.
The goddess calls.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wild.
We can't build there.
Ashrathoraman. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman. 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 Someone threatens the wilds.
What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. I heed the
Has
voice of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. The goddess calls. By Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The Barrow dens lie within the valley just ahead of us. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I
heed
are
the
one.
voice of Elune. Someone threatens
What
the
threatens
wilds.
these lands?
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I
Your
are
building
one.
is complete. Our gold mine is running low.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss. Come forth, druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth and rouse the ferocious druids of the Claw from their slumber. These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the Druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
Thy bidding. I am prepared.
The goddess calls.
Enlighten me.
Point the way.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice
Are
of
we
Elune.
being invaded?
Someone
Hi.
threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
The goddess
What is nature's
calls.
call?
The land and I are
Are we
one.
being invaded?
What threatens these lands?
Someone
there
threatens
trouble?
the wilds.
Hi!
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess
What is nature's
calls.
call?
I heed
Is
the
there
voice
trouble?
of Elune.
Are we
The
being
goddess
invaded?
calls.
Is
I
there
heed the
trouble?
voice of Elune.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. Someone threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
Hi! Are we
The
being
goddess
invaded?
calls.
Is there
I
trouble?
heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone
Are we being
threatens the
invaded?
wilds.
Hi!
Our warriors have
Is there
engaged
trouble?
the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Someone
What is
threatens
nature's
the
call?
wilds. The goddess
What is nature's
calls.
call?
The land and I are one.
Are we being
Ashrathoraman.
invaded?
Threatens these lands.
The
Is there
goddess
trouble?
calls. Someone
Hi.
threatens the wild.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice
Out
of
with it.
Elune.
Out with it.
I am sworn to avenge.
Has
Ashrathoraman.
sleep dulled my senses?
I heed
What
the
is
voice
nature's
of Elune.
call? Is there
The
trouble?
goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Someone
What is
threatens
nature's
the
call?
wilds.
What threatens these lands?
Anudora.
Is
Someone
there
threatens
trouble?
the wilds.
Hi!
Something
I
is
heed
we
the
being
amiss.
voice of
invaded?
Elune.
Are we being
The
invaded?
goddess calls.
Hi!
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble?
The goddess
What is
calls.
nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
I
Are
heed
we
the
being
voice
invaded?
of Elune. Someone threatens
What
the
is
wilds.
nature's call?
The
Is there
goddess
trouble?
calls. Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
Are we being invaded? What is nature's call? Is there trouble?
Our
Are we
warriors
being
have
invaded?
engaged the enemy.
What is nature's call?
Immediately.
Hi!
Speak your mind. I walk in shadow.
The land and I are one.
Is there trouble?
Make it fast. My work is over.
What threatens these lands?
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of
Inventory
Elune.
is full.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Inventory is full.
Someone threatens
Has
the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses?
The goddess
Ashtherodanador.
calls. I heed
Is there
the voice
trouble?
of Elune.
Hi!
As the goddess wills. Someone
What is
threatens
nature's
the
call?
wilds.
What threatens these
Ashrathoraman.
Are we being
lands?
invaded?
The goddess
Hi.
calls.
Anudora.
What is nature's call? Is there
Ashrathoraman.
trouble? What
Someone
is
threatens
nature's
the
call?
wilds. Immediately.
Are we being
I heed the
invaded?
The
voice of
land and
Elune.
I are one.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Is there trouble? Hi!
As the goddess wills.
I am sworn to avenge.
Are we being invaded?
In position.
Hi!
Something
Is there
amiss.
trouble?
Someone threatens the wilds.
What is nature's call? Is there trouble? Hi! What is nature's call? Are we being invaded? Is there trouble? Are we being invaded?
Speak your mind.
Hi! What is nature's call? Is there
The
trouble?
goddess calls.
What is nature's call? Are we being
Ashrathoraman.
invaded? Hi!
I
Are
heed
we
the
being
voice
invaded?
of Elune.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Someone
What
threatens the
threatens
wilds.
What is
these
nature's
lands?
call?
Anudora.
Demon bile. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost.
As sleep dulled my
Are we
senses.
being invaded? Making trails.
Ashrathoraman. I heed
What
the
is
voice
nature's
of
call?
The goddess calls.
Amiss. The land and I are one.
Stand is there trouble? Gladly. I'm game.
The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman.
What threatens
Someone
these
threatens the
lands?
wild.
Are we being invaded? For the trees.
I am prepared.
Ashrathoraman.
Hi! Making trails.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess
As
wills.
sleep dulled my
I
senses.
heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Immediately. By Elune.
As sleep dulled my senses. It shall
The
be
goddess
done.
calls. So be it.
Thy bidding.
By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Your move.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be
What
it.
is nature's call?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
For my brothers.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
What threatens
goddess
these
calls.
lands?
Immediately. By Elun.
Thy bidding.
So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Something is amiss. For
Someone
Kalimdor
threatens the wild.
has sleep
The goddess
dulled my
calls.
senses.
The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these
I
lands?
heed the voice of Elun. So be it. By Elun. As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
Waiting on you.
So be it. By Elun. Immediately.
Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador.
As the goddess wills.
Anudora
By Elun.
has sleep.
This must be the fountain of life. I need only place the vial in the fountain's waters.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Something is
Someone
amiss.
threatens the wild.
The land and I
I
are
heed the
one.
voice of Elun.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
What threatens these lands?
So be it.
Out with it.
Your move.
No one shall be the wiser. It has begun.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
I am prepared.
The goddess calls.
Elun be praised, priestess. Truthfully, we doubted that you'd return. Now our shaman has a chance.
Again, I must thank you for your help. Take this talisman. Should you require our aid, it will summon us to fight at your side.
The land
The
and
goddess
I
calls.
are one. For Kalimdor,
Ashrathoraman.
something
with it.
is amiss.
I am prepared.
I heed the voice
What
of Elun.
threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Enlighten me. That's a given.
The pathway cuts off to the south. But this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Be that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Anudora. For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? It shall be done. What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Anudora. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanadin. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Anudora. Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Out with it. What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
Hi!
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor. Anudora. Something is amiss. What threatens these lands?
Thy bidding.
Torfala Nordora. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. What threatens these lands?
Are we being invaded? For the trees.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora.
What is nature's call? Making trails.
I am prepared.
Something is amiss. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. Anudora. For Kalimdor, what threatens these lands? It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. What
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the bear god's presence.
Bear gods? It shall be done.
What is nature's call?
Something is amiss. Something is amiss.
I am prepared.
Are we being invaded? For the trees.
What threatens these lands?
Inventory is full.
Perhaps the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the Claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Has sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor.
Inventory is full.
Something is amiss.
Inventory is full.
Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor.
I am prepared.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. Foul spawn of Deathwing. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth. Ah, the Druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers, we have much to do. What in the... They have lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
The horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern. The land and I are one. As sleep dulled my senses.
What is nature's call? For the trees.
For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor. Anudora.
Are we being invaded?
How dare you!
Hi!
What threatens these lands?
Out with it. In the Raven's
Has
name.
sleep dulled my senses? The land and I are one. It shall be done. Something is amiss. The land and I are
Thy
one.
bidding. For
Has
my
sleep
brothers.
dulled my senses?
Out with it. That's a given.
Something is amiss. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtherodanador.
No one shall be the wiser.
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one.
I am prepared. Thy bidding.
Something is amiss. Anudora.
What is nature's call?
For Kalimdor. What threatens these lands? It shall be done. Something is amiss. The land and I are one. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
That's a given.
The land and I are one.
For my
what
brothers.
Threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
No one shall be the wiser.
Ashtherodanador.
It has begun.
Are we being invaded?
Anudora. For Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador.
Is there trouble?
Ashtherodanador.
Out with it.
Hi!
Anudora.
Are we being invaded?
The land and I are one. What threatens these lands? Something is amiss. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
No one shall be the wiser.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Pathetic wretches.
Is there trouble?
My bidding. For my brothers.
The land and I.
My bidding.
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. Something is amiss. It shall be done. Has sleep dulled my senses? Has sleep dulled my senses?
Stormrage. I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormrage.
I cannot go back.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately.
Right the way. Say no more.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. Okalamdor. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
Standing guard.
Someone on your mark. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it.
In position. I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way. Fair enough.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. So be it. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls. So be it. By Elune.
Make it fast.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be
Speak your
it.
mind.
Someone threatens the wild. By Elune.
Company.
Immediately. So be it.
In position. Absolutely. My weight is
The
in.
goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
Mai se
Immediately.
păti. Nito vednoș. Lies. Lies upon lies. Lies Minelli.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills.
Standing guard.
Your move. Ashrathoraman.
Vrem prviti
In
invazne.
position.
Prebase.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast.
The goddess
I
calls.
am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Da.
Immediately. By Elune.
Mai sme 4 veče.
So be it.
Lancer.
Immediately.
Sašo. Ние не може да играем такива, това е предвид.
As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Ако
So
играе
be it.
Филип, може да правим къстъм 3v3.
So be it.
Иначе
Immediately.
ако сме петима, няма как да играем. Той е максимум 4v4.
By Elune. As the
По отношение
goddess
има кой е
wills.
по. Значи,
In the name of Cenarius.
Любо, Чехо,
Someone threatens the wild.
Speak your mind.
Ако ти искаш да ставаме 5, може да играем
Standing
стандарт
guard.
гейм.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us considerably.
Сега са времена на криза, Иване, не мога да...
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. So be it. By Elune.
Speak your
Someone
mind.
threatens the wilds. So be it.
Не мога да говоря такива неща.
As the goddess wills.
Death to the intruders.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. Someone threatens the wild.
In the name of Cenarius. In position.
The goddess calls.
Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. By Elune.
I am
Someone
sworn to
threatens the
avenge.
wilds. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So
Point
be
the
it.
way.
By Elune.
Make it fast. As the goddess wills.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it. As the goddess wills.
Standing guard. I shall not
The goddess
hear.
calls.
Speak your mind.
Пане, може да каствате.
Immediately. As the goddess
Inventory
wills.
is full.
Или
By Elune.
каства ли?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Трино.
Someone threatens the
Inventory
wild.
is full.
Ashrathoraman.
Да.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
Say no more.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Twitch ли стримваш или...
So be it. Immediately. By Elune.
Успех.
So be it.
Are you invited now?
Преди 5 дни започва стрим, остана нещо не мога.
The goddess
Inventory
calls.
is full.
Някой друг?
Immediately.
По всеки
As the
от партията
goddess
мога.
wills. By Elune.
Любо, как си?
Immediately.
По-зле от вчера.
The treants move to block my path.
Боляваш се.
Only a powerful druid could command such creatures.
Боляваш ли се?
So be it. Immediately.
As the goddess
Кой там да
wills.
се гледаш?
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move. Your move.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Да, разболявам се и май това. Всичко прилича на това.
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Окей.
away.
Файн. И здрав, млад, прав си.
Да, статистиката е много странна.
Your move. All too easy. Fair enough.
Ох,
All too easy. Point the way. Fair enough.
виж ли вода?
Пия вътре.
Your
Пия
move.
челове, ям супи, всичките цитруси, джинджифили, витамини, всичко.
Аз те питах за дъха, какво каза, че не те чух?
Задържам си го без проблем. Днеска даже преди лице, така че...
Че имаш по-силна стига.
As the goddess wills.
Или може би още не е
These
стигнало как
explosive
трябва.
devices look to be of goblin design. The wily creatures must have hidden them here long ago.
Ама да, имам кашлица
No
днес,
matter.
ама. Ние
I'll
днеска
make
ми е
good
тежко
use of
на
them.
гърдите. Ама дишам окей.
So be it.
Waiting on you.
Пускайте.
Чакаме флаш. Да пратимо инвайт.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls.
On your mark.
И аз мога.
Speak your mind. Absolutely. I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora. Standing guard.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Ashrathoraman.
Point the way. On your mark.
By Elun. By Elun.
Тая ще малко и съм гладен, ама ние какво ще направим тази игра, после чепо ще го отим. И после продължаваме, или?
Може и две игри.
Не ми се доспи.
Айде две игри, преди да ви се доспи. Чакай, аз защо не мога? Трябва да избера карта. Fine дома. Какво банваме?
Alpine Lakes.
Или Black Forest.
Alpine Lakes.
I hear the voice of Elun.
Arch enemy.
So be it.
Black Forest е manageable.
Immediately. As the goddess
Our warriors
wills.
have engaged
Тати
the
как
enemy.
е?
By Elun.
Как е?
Защото 14 дни, а вие баш тогава някъде се виждате за последно.
Да, ама ти не си заразен преди да проявиш симптом.
Standing
Да
guard.
е.
Не е така.
Имаше някакъв филм, че може да си преносител.
Не, точно това е коварно за това възраст, защото си 14 дни инкубационния период, в който си кериер и можеш да разържиш хората и тогава си асимптоматичен. Това е такова сега клане, защото разболяваш 100 човека, докато още изобщо си помислил, че можеш да се разболееш такова нещо.
Химикати е окей.
Make it fast.
Швеция какъв е филма?
Швеция имат различна стратегия от всички останали държави и искат хората да се изпоразболят масово и да развият имунитет, за да не се разболяват есента, като дойде втората вълна.
И здравна система трябва да ги поеме с толкова малко легла там.
Бали му майката. Доколкото разбирам, не точно. И в момента не тестват никой вече, освен хората с пневмония в болниците. И на практика ми казаха, че докато не ми се прави пневмония, никъде да не хода.
Виждат някакъв българин там.
Там асистират ли ти от Ubisoft, защото си току-що там нов?
Те какво могат да асистират? Те се движат по законодателството на държавата и не е само за мен,
ти не знаеш какви са пайплайнове там, кое трябва да се случва, на кое имаш право.
Всичко знам. В смисъл, то всичко си го пише. Супер клире. И не е расизъм, even същия начин.
There is a terrible evil here. Must remain chained beneath here.
Illidan was considered a great hero once.
Кокоско вътре ли е?
Madness. You would doom us all by freeing the betrayer.
As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elun. So be it. By Elun.
Какво такова са? Който изтегли късата клечка,
Illidan.
То може би всички ще изтеглиме, уж нали прогнозата е...
70%.
Да. Тя, че в този разговор, сигурно още двама ще се разболеят.
И какво не се лекува никой в Швеция?
Да, докато не правиш критични симптоми на телекот. Изобщо му той въвере така.
Те са си казали, ние добре пенсионната система.
Те казали си, не може да се оправиме, диги ръце, то такова. Survival of the fittest, карай. The Purge.
Кайн за това.
Because I once cared for you, Tyrande,
накрая ще останат само сарави.
I will hunt down the demons, but I will never owe people anything.
Then let us hurry back to the surface. The demon's corruption spreads with every second we waste.
Чепо!
It has been an eternity, brother.
Jewish
mechanics.
Правиме Jewish mechanics, ако паднем заедно,
You were sentenced to pay for your sins, nothing more.
And who are you to judge me? We fought the demons side by side, if you recall.
Може Цанцера да вземе нещо срещу пехота.
What is done is done. My love, With Illidan's help,
Защото
we
те
will
игри
drive
шанса
the
да има
demons
год
back
е
once again
100
and
pro.
save what is left of our beloved land.
Have you even considered the cost, Tyrande?
Ето, има год.
Вече има год. Дева как го пред... I called it!
I will have nothing to do with this.
То верно в момента единствения каунтър на готите е други готи.
Не бе, пускаш се японци и там. 20.
Няма готи, Сашо.
Аман. Побърка се света с тази коронавирус. Играеме хайдаут без готи. На къде отива?
Люба, пуснал ли си ми стрим?
Аз съм ти пуснал.
Така ли?
Да.
Мога гледаш 2 стрима.
Кой от двата стрима да гледам? Се чуя аз. Той на Чефа трябва да е instantaneous.
Да е
Чефа,
какво?
Ти с Steam ли си го пуснал?
Не.
Имаш Twitch аккаунт?
В чата Twitch, да. Линк.
Не знаех, че имаш Twitch аккаунт. Чакай да фалвам.
Направих ти. Аз съм с Сашо.
Аз съм с Любо.
Не.
Да, с...
Не,
Сашо.
Ще правя simultaneous cast. Значи отварям Twitch TV и Handout.
Ще правим ли Jewish Tactics все пак?
Оле, прасетата са ми... баси яко.
То как да станат с... Трябва с цванцера да...